The Sports Scouting Report with Lieber King, brought to you by Harvey Autos in Shreveport, Bossier City, the name you've trusted for years. Geico, the insurance savings you expect. Supreme Chevrolet, expect more from Supreme Automotive Group in Gonzales.
Creed and Creed Law Firm, serious attorneys for serious injuries.
Bollinger Shipyards, 75 years of delivering high-quality vessels. Here's your host, Lieber King.
Hi everyone, Lieber King, the host of the Sports Scouting Report podcast, also owner of Louisiana Football Magazine since 1997. Today's show is going to be South Terrebonne High School in the home area. Really glad to get them on and do a show. It's the first time I've done a TV show with South Terrebonne. Now, I've had some South Terrebonne recruits come on before and some coaches, but Aaron Babin, we're going to introduce him when we come back, the head football coach. We got two recruits to mention, two football players for South Terrebonne. We're going to talk about the program, the history of the program, and Coach Babin's got an extensive, coaching background with the local area, from Central Lafourche to Vandy Catholic, and now South Terrebonne. We'll be right back.
Listen, whatever you're driving right now, Tommy Harvey wants it. Bring it in to Harvey Subaru, Lexus of Shreveport, Bossier City, or John Harvey Toyota. They're paying big bucks for all trades right now. They'll cut you a check right there. Tell them Lee sent you.
Welcome back, Lieber King, your host. I want to go ahead and mention and introduce the head football coach for South Terrebonne, Aaron Babin, again, who coached 10 years at Central Lafourche, coached at Vandy Catholic, has been around a long time and learned a lot. He coached with a lot of coaches. I know Keith Menard, who retired the last couple of years, and several others. Coach Babin, good to meet you here.
Thank you for having me.
Talked to you on the phone a few times and caught some of your games, and don't want to bother you before the game, but been to some of your games.
It's never a bother. Look,
Right.
I love sitting here with you. I think it's awesome. Anything to promote the program and the hard work that the players put into it. Because the way sports have gone, you only play a guaranteed 10 games, but it's still year round. If you're not playing other sports, we're grinding after it and using every day to try to get better. And
I mention that because, there's that time where you don't try to talk to a coach, once warm-ups and team comes together, right? It's like...
I'll say this, I don't bring my phone with me, so if you're trying to call, I'm not going to answer anyway.
And I don't blame you on that. I like the new rule that Coach did at LSU baseball. He took the cell phones away during the game.
Yeah.
Why would you use the cell phone during a baseball game anyway if you're in the dugout?
I don't really understand it, but I've
You're
come
all
a long
for that,
way.
right?
I remember bag phones, car phones,
right?
Legit car phones. So
look like missiles. They were so big.
Absolutely. So
now they're miniature.
Yeah, but it's part of life now, and for coaches, even at every level. You're talking here about LSU, but as we continue to navigate the social norms and what it is a social norm, and we change that, we try to make it fit into football programs at South Terrebonne with me specifically. But that's a lot of stuff that our coaching fraternities talk about when we talk with each other. How you're dealing with some of these situations as they relate and don't relate as a way to get ahead.
I want to mention the school was established in 1961.
Yes, that's correct.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Longer than me.
Right. Longer than me. I was born in 70, so.
There you go. But 1961, a well-established history at the school. I'm only going into my third season, but they've been playing football there since they established in 1961. Some great coaches there. You go back to Buddy Marcello, who was their first coach in there for 20-plus years. You had Richard Curlin, who won a state championship there. 30-plus years at the school, as well as all the different assistant coaches that you have multiple assistant coaches that coach there for 30-plus years, and they have great South Terrebonne pride, and that, is what built the community into what it was around the school, and the great support that I'm still able to, succeed with.
Coach Babin, when I was covering the magazine early years, I covered a kid that he was phenomenal, still one of the best I've ever seen, Philip Levis.
Yes.
He was a running back
yes.
And he was a punt returner, kick returner, like 5'7", 155 at best. But ran a 4.4. I'm talking about in the beginning of his high school career.
Yes.
And he was the fastest player I've ever seen play at South Terrebonne. The most exciting player I've ever seen play.
I think some of those older guys would probably argue there's some.
Well, there's
some
Clarence
guys that
Verdun.
there's some guys that going through, but
I'm talking about me, like my coverage.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, Philip Livis is a South Terrebonne legend. He's in our Hall of Fame. He's a guy. Very fortunate when I took the job, was able to meet him. He actually spoke to our football team the first year when we had a team building exercise that we called Decals with Dad. He spoke with that, and then I'm also blessed that actually one of his nephews is on our football team also.
So, Coach, before we take a break, I want to mention we're talking about Philip Levis. Clarence Verdun played in the USFL, played NFL. Troy Johnson played in the NFL from the school. Norby Chabert, I believe? Chabert.
Norby Chabert.
Would play state senator from Terrebonne Lafourche Parishes, class of '94.
Yeah.
A lot of history with the school since '61. A lot of history.
A lot of great history. I mean, you look at it, they have an extensive Hall of Fame. They do a great job of bringing, guys back in time. I think they also do a great job of reaching maybe some people that are missed, and then they're able to come back and do that. I mean, a great example, we just inducted Jay Pennison into the Hall of Fame this year. He's a Nichols football, former Nichols football player, played for Houston Oilers.
I remember when he played linebacker, I believe. Or was he?
No, he was a center.
Center. There was another Pennison from the area. But I remember him playing Oilers way back.
Yeah, no, I think it was awesome. So we inducted him into the Hall of Fame this year. And I say we have a Hall of Fame committee. It was done at the game, and they take care of all of that. But so Jay Pennison's now in our Hall of Fame, and I was actually fortunate enough to meet him. He, we talked about Keith Menard earlier. One time on a coaching clinic, Coach Menard was able to introduce me to him. So, have some ties to the area, although not actually from Terrebonne Parish, but it's felt like home since the day I've stepped on campus.
Tell everybody where you started before Central Lafourche, before Vandy, before South Terrebonne.
Yeah, so I'm a 2005 Central Lafourche graduate. I was born and raised in Louisiana. I went to college. I went to college at the University of Louisiana Lafayette. Graduated there in 2009.
Raging Cajun.
Yeah, love what they've been doing there. I got into coaching as soon as I graduated. So starting in 2009, since then it's been the education field and coaching, which I can't see myself getting out of.
You're doing a good job, Coach. Your second year at South Terrebonne coming up, head coach, right? Second?
Third year.
Third year, I'm sorry. Third year coming up. I know that, what got me, I've got his 23 questionnaire with me. I've got all the notes. But it's 24, we've already done 1, 2. But going in your third year, I know you also have a former quarterback, I believe at Nichols, who's 6'5".
Yes, Christian Arsenault. Christian Arsenault graduated the year before I started coaching there, but he still comes around, see him every now and then. I heard he's been doing really great things there as he's continuing to develop and be part of that Nichols program, that great Nichols program that Coach Rebo's built over there.
Y'all have had some players come out. I mean, you've had some linemen that had choices. They could have played college ball. Some did, some didn't. But you've had some pretty good linemen the last couple of years.
Yes, I mean, last year we started 4 out of 5 seniors on the offensive line. All those guys that were seniors, they had started the year before, so we really leaned on those guys last year. You even go back through the history, they've always been really solid up front. Whether undersized or not, they're always tough guys that are willing to play football and do what's necessary on Friday nights.
I love watching South Terrebonne. I've been to probably 10 games of them over the last, 28 years, like being at the game, tough, physical football. And Curlin did a great job for years, and a lot of respect for this program. And I'm glad we were able to do the show today, Coach.
Absolutely, and we're trying to continue that. I think when you go to a place like that, like so many great high school football programs in the state of Louisiana, it's finding that tradition. I thought it was a great fit for me. It's why I was interested in the job. I was blessed enough to be given an opportunity with it, and we're just trying to continue that. With that, you go back to the offense and defense they used to run. Everybody used to know when you played South Terrebonne, and that's what we're trying to continue. We want people to see the name on the schedule. We want people to be concerned with playing us because they know that we're going to be well prepared. It's going to be a physical football game, and that, however it turns out for us, win or loss, the next week's going to be just as rough on them based off the game.
Football state championship in '91.
Yes, sir.
Baseball's got one in 2022.
Yep.
Bowling, heck, I didn't know this. Bowling boys, district champions once, state championship runner-up 2011. Soccer, state runner-up 2002. Softball, 6 district championships. Swimming, I didn't know y'all had swimming. State championship in swimming. Tennis boys, district championship, several years. I mean, it's a large list of, and then going into girls, same thing, track and field, boys, state championship. I didn't know this, 1973 state champions in track, boys track, and girls, district champions 7 times in track. I mean, there's a lot of history there.
A lot of history, a lot of athletes. We even got one to add. We were just state runner-ups in bowling this year. With the bowling championships, I think being 2-3 weeks ago,
Wow.
State runner-ups. They had a phenomenal year. We actually have a couple of football players on that bowling team.
Do you bowl?
I do not. I do not. I do not. I only attempt golf, and I'll say it's an attempt at best.
Coach, good to see you. Aaron Babin, head coach, football, South Terrebonne. We're going to bring 2 of his top players up to talk and introduce them statewide. I mean, 2 of the tough kids here at South Terrebonne High School. We're going to interview them. We're filming today from Vanderbilt Catholic and Homa. They're allowing us to use their gym, and we'll appreciate that. But we'll be back with more in just a moment.
Supreme Chevrolet. Expect more from Supreme Automotive Group in Gonzales.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you're enjoying the show. You were able to meet Coach Aaron Babin of South Terrebonne High School, right outside of home in Burke, Louisiana. We're doing our shows here at all the local schools. A lot of history. Richard Curling coached there. Most of the time I had the magazine when I started. Now Aaron is taking it over, has done a good job going into year 3 at South Terrebonne. I want to go ahead and introduce his quarterback, Trey Pinnell. How you doing, man?
Good.
You want to mention your track javelin throw the other day?
Nah, so I got second at the regionals yesterday.
Tell everybody what you threw.
156 feet 4 inches.
Almost 157.
Yeah, almost.
And you've got some more meets to do. And
I need like 200.
you won the meet?
And I got second.
You got second. Who threw first? What was that? How far was that?
Like 160.
So y'all pretty good javelin in the district, right?
Yeah.
And you're 6 foot tall, almost 180, 179. Quarterback. They've had some good quarterbacks at South Terrebonne. What's it like being the guy, the quarterback that makes the engine go for Coach Babin here?
It's nice, I'm a good leader on the team. Like, I don't know.
This is your final year.
Yeah, my final year.
Has that sunk in yet that this is it coming up?
Yeah, it came by quick.
You're also in soccer, track. You mentioned track with the javelin. What do you play in soccer? What position?
Left back on defense.
What do you enjoy the most of each sport? Like soccer, what do you enjoy most?
My teammates, like they're all my friends. I've been knowing them since like 5th grade, 6th grade.
Stay in shape.
Yeah.
Track, what do you like about track?
It's fun. I get to compete. And I'm pretty good at javelin, so I got a shot.
What do you like most about quarterback?
Just being a leader and controlling the team, like controlling the players, my offense.
You consider yourself a thrower or a runner and a thrower? Like some guys are just pocket guys and throw it.
Both.
Both? A little dual?
Yeah.
Dual threat? Coach didn't want you running too much though, right? He wants you healthy for a 10-game season at least.
Yeah.
You want to give a shout out to maybe your O-line, the guys that help you out, keep your jersey clean?
Yeah, they're pretty good. This year it's a bunch of younger guys that need to step up.
What's your goal this year, Trey, as a quarterback at South Terrebonne?
To win a state championship, to make it to the playoffs.
It's possible. Baseball recently did it. I mean, it's possible to happen.
It's possible.
You want to be an electrical major in college?
Yeah, I want to be an electrician when I grow up.
My dad was an electrician, so we're like 3rd generation, but I became in the TV business. And
Yep.
so follow your dream, man. Jersey 9, does that have a meaning, your jersey number?
Nah, I've just been having it I've been wearing it for a long time.
You going to keep 9 this coming year? Because sometimes
I'm gonna
guys
keep 9.
change. Okay. Good luck to you this year.
Thank you.
And before we go, Talk about a couple of colleges you grew up liking. Do you have a couple?
I like LSU, UL, Nichols, the school from around in Louisiana.
I want to stay close to home if you get an opportunity.
Yeah.
Good to meet you, man. Good luck to you.
Yeah, thank
Good
you.
luck. Trey, Pinnell, I mean, the quarterback, senior coming up, class of 225. We got one more kid to introduce from South Terrebonne when we come back. We're going to go introduce him in just a minute.
Creed and Creed Law Firm. Serious attorneys for serious injuries.
Welcome back. I hope you're enjoying the show with Coach Aaron Babin, South Terrebonne. You met the quarterback from South Terrebonne who can throw it and run it. He's a soccer player and plays other sports. Throws a javelin. Got a chance to hit 170 feet this year. He's already thrown it almost 157. Very impressive. And now I'm going to interview a defensive end / outside linebacker for South Terrebonne. He's a 3-year starter, and he's also got a state championship ring as a baseball kid. They won the state championship at South Terrebonne. Lincoln Dupree. Lincoln, good to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
First of all, tell me about the experience of being a starter on a state championship baseball team.
It's crazy. Never would have thought it would have happened. I just was excited to play my freshman year, and we just kept going.
And y'all
State
play that
championship.
in Sulphur, right?
Yes, sir.
Did y'all barely win some games, like to keep it going? Was there like some
No.
3-2 wins or
We
anything?
was down. We was down big in the state championship game and came back and won it in extra innings.
Wow. When you were in the dugout, did y'all like just come together? Did just somebody hit a homer or a 3-run homer or something, or what?
Oh, we was together the whole playoffs. We made a run, didn't lose a game. We started to come together in the state championship. Our leadoff hit a home run, kind of sparked everything.
Okay.
When you first pitch of the game,
How many runs were y'all down in the state title game?
we was down a few runs. We had a guy hit a double, scored 2 runs, and put us back in the game.
And y'all were believing like we're going to finish.
Oh yeah, and we knew we had a chance once we got on top.
And you said you were second base for that game?
Yes, sir.
And you also play first base? And 6'3", 210, good size. What do you think about playing DN for football? You said you like tackling quarterbacks,
Yeah.
including your own quarterback. What do you like most about the game? I mean, obviously the physical part,
Yeah.
but what is baseball? Does baseball help you with football at all?
Mentality. Baseball is a lot of failure. You're gonna fail in every sport. Football, maybe not as much as baseball, but when it does happen, it helps a lot to look back on it.
Stay calm,
Yeah.
don't overreact. Because baseball, you can be, like you said, down 1-0 for 8 innings and everybody's gleamed.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you tie it up in your 14th inning, right, and you win it. Congratulations on being a part of that. I mean, I remember when I heard South Terrebonne won it all, I was like, man, that's great, because I knew it had been a long time. And that's the first one in the school's history, right?
Yep.
Did y'all do a parade or anything like that?
Yeah, we had we was in the Hercules parade.
Hercules. Okay. I think of like gym guys like Hercules. What's the name why was it called Hercules?
Hercules is like the big parade around here, like the men's
okay.
parade.
In Homa?
Yes, sir.
I learned something every day. I didn't know that. Lincoln, tell me what you need to work on going into your senior year as a defensive end.
Just getting stronger, faster. Just better technique. Just try to always get better.
Soccer, what do you play in soccer?
Goalie.
That's a tough spot. They only remember the one you give up, right? They don't remember all the. How many you usually block a game? Do you know? At least 2 or 3.
More than that. Probably 10-ish average in a game.
And it's crazy how people remember the 1 or 2 if you give up, right? You're pretty good at goaling?
Pretty good. Got a lot of all districts in soccer for playing goalie.
So college-wise, what do you see yourself? Baseball, soccer, or football?
Probably more soccer than anything.
Okay. Is there a program that you'd like to play for if that happens?
If it would happen, I mean, if somebody would pay for my school, I'd play anywhere.
That's a good way to answer that. I know Coach Babin would like that you answered that way, and your mom and dad. Did they play sports, your mom or dad?
My dad played baseball in high school
What high school?
at South Terrebonne.
Oh, so you're a legend there, there's a second generation there. Tell everybody who you'd like to maybe thank for where you are today. Is anybody want to give a shout out to?
I thank my family for giving me the opportunity to be who I am and help me get better in life and a better person.
Well, Lincoln, good luck to you, man. Look forward to seeing you. I will have to watch soccer now. because I'm not a soccer person that watches. I'm always football, baseball, basketball, and I got to follow your teammate at quarterback throwing that javelin. I mean, that's pretty good stuff. And I appreciate Coach Babin bringing the players. I appreciate. I'm glad we were able to do a show for South Terrebonne, and I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for watching the Sports Scouting Report with Lieber King.